When all the others were away at Mass, I was all hers as we peeled potatoes. They broke the silence, let fall one by one, like solder weeping off the soldering iron.
Seamus Heaney's gift was sublime, internationally recognised as the greatest Irish poet since W.B. Yeats. The eldest of 9, he grew up on the family farm in County Londonderry, but a scholarship at 12 took him, as he put it, from the earth of farm labour to the heaven of education. But those formative years echoed in his work. After moving from Derry to Belfast and studying at Queen's University, his first collection, Death of a Naturalist, was published in 1966.
The burn drowned steadily in its own downpour.
How did you come to be putting your thoughts down in poetic form rather than in, say, literary or dramatic form?
Well, I suppose it just happens to be that it's the form where I can get what's in me out best.
Some of his work was heavily influenced by the Troubles. He was a Catholic and nationalist, but his writing sought to put the conflict in a wider historical context.
We invite you to receive the prize.
In 1995, he won the Nobel Prize for Literature, one of many accolades. During the Queen's historic visit to the Irish Republic, he sat on her table at the state banquet.
His finest poems, and there are many, many of them, are, in my opinion, miracles. From the poems he wrote as a young man to his last book, poems which have a peculiar magic to them.
Seamus was a colossus in world literature, someone who was educated in this city, had his roots in rural County Derry around Balahi, and was our brightest star.
Seamus Heaney spoke of poetry's power to persuade that vulnerable part of our consciousness of its rightness in spite of the wrongness all around it.
So while the parish priest at her bedside went hammer and tongs at the prayers for the dying, and some were responding and some crying, I remembered her head bent towards my head, her breath in mine, our fluent dipping knives, never closer the whole rest of our lives.